The Dutch pot, or Dutch oven, commonly associated with Caribbean cooking, is an essential item in Caribbean kitchens the world over. It has many different names, including patila in Asia, tetsunabe in Japan, potjekos and futu in South Africa, baduri in Australia, and broadpan and sudapan in the Netherlands. In the Caribbean, we call this culinary icon a simple name, Dutchie. And it's more than just cookware. It's a symbol of heritage, resilience, and the art of slow cooking. Generations have gathered around its contents, sharing stories and savoring flavors. This humble pot, with its heavy lid and sturdy base, holds within it the essence of Caribbean cuisine. The Dutch pot story is intertwined with the history of the Caribbean itself. It's a tale of cultural exchange, adaptation, and the enduring power of food to connect us across generations. But did you know? The Dutch pot is also a security alarm system and used as a celebratory device. Join us as we delve into the world of the Dutch pot, exploring its history, its significance, and its enduring legacy in Caribbean homes. The journey of the Dutch pot to the Caribbean is as fascinating as the dishes it cooks. It begins in the 17th century during the height of the transatlantic slave trade. Popular theory is that Dutch traders came to the Caribbean selling various wares, among them pots, which then became known as Dutch pots. However, there is also another story that could be part of this traditional cookware in the Caribbean. During the 17th century, brass was actually the preferred metal for European cookware and domestic utensils, and the Dutch produced it at the lowest cost, which, however, was still expensive. Early colonists would likely have had brass cooking utensils in the islands. In 1704, Englishman Abraham Darby, a partner in the Brass Works Company of Bristol, visited the Netherlands, where he studied the Dutch methods of working brass, including the casting of brass pots. Darby learned that when making castings, the Dutch used molds made of sand rather than the traditional loam and clay, and this innovation produced a finer finish on their brassware. In 1706, he started a new brass mill in Bristol and realized that he could sell more kitchenwares if he could replace brass with a cheaper metal, namely cast iron. With the aid of one of his workers, James Thomas, a Welshman, he succeeded in casting iron cookware. In 1707, he obtained a patent for the process of casting iron in sand from the Dutch process. Thus, the term Dutch oven or Dutch pot was born, that has endured for over 300 years, since at least 1710. It is likely that his wares, labeled Dutch ovens or Dutch pots, were what was transported to the Caribbean by colonists and sold. These pots, originally intended for use in European kitchens, were sturdy and durable, making them ideal for the long sea voyage and the rigors of life in the colonies. Enslaved Africans forced to work on plantations quickly recognized the value of these pots. They became essential tools, used to cook meager rations over open fires. The Dutch pot's ability to retain heat and cook food evenly made it invaluable for preparing one-pot meals, a fusion of African, indigenous, and European ingredients. Over time, the Dutch pot transcended its utilitarian purpose and became deeply ingrained in the cultural fabric of the Caribbean. It became a symbol of resourcefulness, community, and the preservation of culinary traditions passed down through generations. The term Dutch pot encompasses various types of cookware, each with its own unique characteristics and uses. The most iconic is the traditional cast iron Dutch oven pot. This heavy-bottomed pot is typically made of bare cast iron and features a tight-fitting lid. There are two main shapes, flat bottom and round bottom. The flat-bottom Dutch pot is ideal for stovetop cooking and baking, while the round-bottom pot is perfect for open fires and slow-cooking dishes. Each type has unique applications, making them indispensable in various cooking methods. Both types of Dutch pots excel at slow cooking methods like stewing, braising, and roasting. The traditional cast iron Dutch oven is prized for its ability to develop a deep, flavorful fond on its surface. This fond adds a layer of complexity to sauces and gravies. To care for a traditional cast iron Dutch pot, seasoning is crucial. Seasoning involves coating the pot with a thin layer of oil and heating it to create a natural non-stick surface. This process also helps prevent rusting. Here's how to do it. First, clean the pot thoroughly. Next, apply a thin layer of vegetable oil or shortening. Finally, heat the pot in an oven or over a fire until it starts to smoke, then let it cool. Repeat this process regularly to maintain the pot's condition. Remember, the blacker the pot, the sweeter the food. The Dutch pot is the heart of the Caribbean kitchen. Its versatility evident in the sheer variety of dishes it produces. From hearty stews to fragrant rice dishes, the Dutch pot is the vessel of choice for countless Caribbean staples. Whether it's the fiery goat stew of Jamaica, the rich beef pilau of Trinidad, or the aromatic chicken sancocho of Colombia, the Dutch pot simmers these stews to perfection. The pot's ability to retain heat ensures that the meat is fall off the bone tender, while the vegetables soften and release their flavors into the rich broth. Rice dishes also benefit from the Dutch pot's unique cooking properties. From the coconut-infused rice and peas of Jamaica to the savory arroz con gandules of Puerto Rico, the Dutch pot creates the perfect environment for fluffy, flavorful rice. The pot's tight-fitting lid traps steam, ensuring that the rice cooks evenly and absorbs all the flavors of the accompanying ingredients. Whether it's a simple pot of rice or a more elaborate dish, the Dutch pot elevates this Caribbean staple to new heights. Embracing modernity, enamel and aluminum. While the traditional cast-iron Dutch pot remains a beloved fixture in Caribbean kitchens, modern adaptations have emerged to meet the evolving needs of contemporary cooks. Enameled Dutch ovens, with their sleek designs and ease of maintenance, have gained popularity in recent years. The enamel coating eliminates the need for seasoning, making these pots less demanding to care for than their traditional counterparts. The smooth, non-porous surface also prevents flavors from lingering, making enameled Dutch ovens suitable for a wider range of dishes. Another modern adaptation is the aluminum Dutch pot. Lightweight and affordable aluminum pots offer a practical alternative to heavier cast iron. While they may not possess the same heat retention properties as cast iron, aluminum Dutch pots are still capable of producing delicious, slow-cooked meals. These modern adaptations reflect the evolving landscape of Caribbean kitchens, where convenience and efficiency are increasingly valued. The Dutch pot's significance in the Caribbean extends beyond its culinary uses. It has become deeply woven into the cultural fabric of the region, representing heritage, community, and the enduring power of tradition. In many Caribbean cultures, the Dutch pot is passed down through generations, a tangible link to the culinary traditions of ancestors. It's a symbol of family history, carrying within its seasoned walls the memories of countless meals shared and stories told. Local artisans, skilled in the craft of metalworking, continue to produce Dutch pots using traditional methods. These handcrafted pots are not merely cooking vessels, but works of art, each bearing the unique touch of the artisan who created it. Folklore surrounding the Dutch pot abounds in the Caribbean. Some believe that a well-seasoned Dutch pot possesses a spirit, a culinary guardian that imparts its wisdom and flavor to the dishes cooked within. Others tell tales of Dutch pots that have been in families for centuries, their surfaces imbued with the essence of countless meals. The popular Jamaican saying, "Hella top, hella bottom, hallelujah inna die middle," perfectly describes the baking method commonly used with a Dutch pot. The pot is placed on what we call a coal pot, and a metal tray or piece of zinc roofing filled with hot coals is used to cover the pot, allowing the pudding to cook from both top and bottom at the same time. And of course, the sweet pudding itself is the hallelujah in that phrase. The Dutch pot is not just a vessel for cooking, it's a vessel for memories. Countless stories are shared across Caribbean kitchens, each one seasoned with the warmth and aroma of dishes simmered in these iconic pots. There's the story of Miss Eula, the matriarch of a large Jamaican family. Her cast-iron Dutch pot, blackened with age and use, was a fixture in her kitchen for over 6 decades. Every Sunday without fail, Miss Eula would prepare her famous oxtail stew, the aroma filling the house and drawing family members from far and wide. Then there's the tale of Mr. Raphael, a Trinidadian fisherman known for his generosity. After a successful day at sea, Mr. Raphael would return to shore and prepare a massive pot of fish broth seasoned with local herbs and spices. He would share this nourishing broth with his entire village, a testament to the communal spirit fostered by the Dutch pot. These anecdotes, passed down through generations, illustrate the Dutch pot's profound impact on Caribbean life. The Dutch pot, a humble yet mighty cooking vessel, has left an indelible mark on the culinary landscape of the Caribbean. Its journey from the shores of Europe to the heart of Caribbean kitchens is a testament to its durability, versatility, and the ingenuity of the people who embraced it. It's a reminder that some of the most delicious and meaningful experiences in life are those simmered slowly, with care and tradition, in the heart of a Dutch pot. At the beginning of this video, we mentioned the use of a Dutch pot beyond cooking. So, want to use your Dutch pot as an alarm system? Hang the lid on a door handle, and when someone tries to enter the room, you will be alerted by the loud clang. And when our Caribbean athletes perform this summer in the Olympics, bang your pot lids in celebration of their success. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Dutch pot, an enduring symbol of Caribbean culinary tradition. Its history, versatility, and cultural significance highlight its importance in the daily lives of Caribbean people. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends.